HR audit is an important management control device. It is a tool to judge the organization performance and effectiveness of HR management. It is an analytical, investigative, and comparative process. It gives feedback about HR functions to operating managers and HR specialists. Welcome back to the Enterslice YouTube channel. In today's video, we will discuss HR resource audits for companies, HR departments. If you are owning a company and looking for HR audit services, you have come to the right place. So let's start with the video. Human resource audits identifies the effectiveness and adequacy of the HR department's specific practice areas of processes. In the current competitive climate, organizations operate within the limits of a heavily regulated employee environment. The given challenges includes dealing with various complex laws and regulations. The HR function scope includes establishing and administrating a host of policies and practices, many of which involve compliance implications. It significantly influences the productivity and profitability of the organizations. Our human resource audit process will provide many advantages to the organization, such as linking the HR strategy, re-energizing the system and procedures, and improving the HR system competency and functional efficiency. But first, we must understand what human resource audit is. A human resource audit is a complete comprehensive method to review the current human resources, policies, documentation, procedures, and systems. This overall review helps in identifying the need, improvement, and enhancement of HR function. Further, it also helps to assess compliance with the ever-changing rules and regulations. An audit involves a systematic review of all aspects of human resources, usually in a checklist fashion. Now, let's understand the process of conducting a human resource audit. Evaluating the organization, operational HR policies, processes, and practices. It can be done by focusing on the vital HR department delivery areas such as recruiting, both internal and external compensation, employee retentions, employee benefits performance, management training and development, etc. A complete review of the current HR indicators, for example, the number of unfilled positions, turnover, employee satisfaction, internal grievance, number of legal complaints, etc. Now, let's take a closer look at the objectives of a human resource audit. Assessing program effectiveness. The first objective of a human resource audit is determine the effectiveness of each program within the organizations. This involves reviewing various aspects of HR management. By conducting a comprehensive audit, organization can identify areas of strength and weakness in their HR practices, allowing them to make informed decisions for improvement. Evaluating successes and failures. Another important objective of an HR audit is to gather information and explanations regarding the successes and failure of HR initiatives. This analysis helps organization understand what has worked well and what needs improvement. While learning from both positive and negative experiences, organizations can enhance their HR strategies and avoid repeating past mistakes. Monitoring policy implementation. Human resource audit also aims to assess the implementation of HR policies. Organizations often establish policies to govern employee behavior, maintain compliance with labor laws, and promote a positive work environment. Through an audit, organization can ensure that the policies are effectively communicated, understood, and followed throughout the organization. Evaluating personal performance. Assessing the performance of personal staff and employees based on their work reports and professional behavior. Now, let's explore the types of human resource audit. The human resource audit can be structured either a comprehensive way within budget constraints, time, and staff. There are many types of audits and it is designed to accomplish different objectives. And some of the common types of human resource audits are compliance audit. Compliance audit usually focus on how properly the organization complies with the central laws, local laws, and regulations. Best practices audit. This type of audit helps the entities maintain or improve their competitive advantage by comparing their practices with good HR practices. Strategic audit. The strategic audit focuses on the strengths and weaknesses of the system and processes for determining whether they support the HR departments and other organization strategic plan. Function-specific audit. The function-specific audit focuses on specific HR function areas such as payroll, performance, management, etc. We must understand the process for human resource audit. Determine the scope and type of audit. To uncover the required information, the audit team needs to determine the exact target areas to target for review. In case the entity has never audited its HR function or occurrence of any significant organizational or legal changes, the audit team would like to conduct a comprehensive review of all the HR practices areas. In addition, if the concerns are limited to the adequacy of specific process or policy, the audit team will be able to focus its review on that particular area. Develop the audit questionnaire. While conducting a comprehensive audit or an audit of specific practice, the audit team must invest sufficient time in developing a document that provides information on all the subjects of the inquiry. HR should develop a list of certain questions to ensure that the questionnaire is completed. Collect the data. The next stage incorporates the actual procedure of reviewing specific regions to gather information about the entity and its HR practices. The audit team members will utilize the review poll as guide to survey the particular territories distinguished inside the extent of the audit. Benchmark the findings. To thoroughly survey the audit findings, the team must compare them with the set HR benchmarks. This correlation will offer knowledge into how the review results think about other comparably measured firms, national guidelines, or authoritative interior information. Average data that may be inside the benchmark incorporates the association proportion of all-out worker to HR experts, the percentage of dollars spent on HR work comparative with absolute deal general and regulatory expenses and cost per new employee hired. National standard benchmarking may incorporate the number of days to fill a position, the average expense of yearly employee benefits and non-attendance rates. Provide feedback about the result. At the end of the audit process, the audit team must summarize the information and give input to the entities, HR experts and senior management as discoveries and proposals. Discoveries are ordinarily decreased to a written report with a suggestion organized, dependent on the hazard level appointed to everything. Example, high, medium and low medium. From this last examination, the audit team can build up a course of events for the activity that will help them decide the request wherein to address the issues raised. Notwithstanding a conventional report, the audit team ought to talk about the consequences of the review with workers in the HR office, just as with the senior management, so everybody knows about fundamental changes and that approvals can be obtained quickly. Create action plan. The organization must accomplish something with the data distinguished because of the audit. The organization must make activity plan for executing the progression recommended by the review, with the discoveries separated by request of significance, high, medium and low, directing a review and afterward neglecting to follow upon the outcomes increment legal risk. Foster a climate of continuous improvement. At the finish of the review, HR pioneers must take part in consistent perception and persistent improvement of the association approaches, techniques and practices with the goal that organization never stops to continue improving. This will guarantee that the organization accomplishes the holds its upper hand. One approach to do this is the persistently screen HR frameworks to ensure that they are cutting edge and to have follow-up systems incorporated with all of them. Let's explore the approaches to the human resource audit. The approaches that can be adopted by an auditor for evaluating the performance of the HR department are as follows. Comparative approach, outside authority approach, statistical approach, compliance approach, management by objective approach. Lastly, fostering a climate of continuous improvement is key. HR leaders should engage in ongoing observation and improvement of policies, procedure and practices. Monitoring HR systems, staying up to date with legal developments and analyzing audit findings can help identify trends and areas for further enhancement. At Enterslice, we are committed to supporting your organization in achieving HR excellence. Contact us today on the number mentioned below on your screen or visit our website www.enterslice.com to schedule a consultation and learn more about how we can assist you with your human resource audit. Together, we can optimize your HR function and drive your organization success. We hope you find this informative, useful and gain insight into the auditing process for your company. If you have question or suggestion, please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching and we will see you in the next video.